Hey guys, okay, I'm probably not in focus, but I've got to talk to you anyway. We're bringing the vlogs back, and the reason I haven't brought them back earlier is simple. My beloved cat Fred died, and I didn't want to talk about it. It's it's not been an easy time. I'm going to show you what I filmed when we went to pick up her ashes. It's so hard to talk about. It really is. So let's just show that. It's a weird time. It's surprising how many people are out, and it's also surprising how many people aren't out. It feels like it's far less busy, but there's still traffic and people are just wandering around. This is meant to be a lockdown, and I'm seeing an awful lot of people that are just going milling around, which doesn't seem right to me. What do you think, Jen?
I think they're probably making good use of their sanctioned exercise. And what you see is, generally speaking, no more than groups of two, so people are following the distancing. And I think there's a lot of people getting cabin fever, stir crazy, just desperate to get out of the house because they're bored to tears.
There is something about that, yeah. So I'm trying to bring the vlogs back. It's been quite a while, and to do that I've got to address one major issue. My best friend, my closest friend, my oldest friend, Fred, my cat, unfortunately died on the 13th. It's been really hard. It's been 12 days and I still miss her so much. And she was wonderful, and people always have different impressions of Fred because she wasn't a people person, but she always loved me and was always happy to see me and was always willing to give me a cuddle and spent most of her time sat with me in my office while I was working, or sat with me while we were watching television, or maybe had a look around the garden while I was out there, but kept pretty close. She always liked to be near me, and she was my constant companion. Since I've worked from home, my goodness, it's been about 10 years now since I started working from home. No, it can't be 10 years, about 8 years since I started working from home. She was there every day with me, and unfortunately she got very, very ill very quickly, and she passed away. I took her to the vet hoping to be able to make her better, but they said, I'm sorry, her heart's starting to go, and that's what the problem is. And ever since she's passed, I have been thinking, if she'd been human, she'd have been on the transplant register, she'd have got a heart transplant, and she'd have lived a lot longer. And it upsets me that she couldn't, because she deserved an awful lot more. But unfortunately, she has passed. Jen and I are on our way now to the vet to pick up her ashes, and that's it for her. I miss her so much. So rest in peace, my beautiful baby girl. Do you want to say anything, Jen?
Yeah, I mean, in cat years, you always hear this thing that dog years and cat years. She was the equivalent of being a human being at the age of 110. She wasn't young. She had a very good full life for a cat. And I believe it was, what they said was it was her valve, the valve in her
One of the
heart.
valves had gone.
And it is something that they wouldn't have given a heart transplant to a 110-year-old. But, she did have a good life. She enjoyed time with us. And I think that means a lot.
She was 16. I'd had her since she was a kitten. She'd been abandoned as a kitten, and didn't have the best start in life, therefore, but I gave her the best. I did everything for her, and I'm going to miss her. And guys, it's been the worst time of my life. I adored Fred. She was like a child to me, and I loved her so much, but she was suffering at the end. She went downhill very rapidly over a weekend, and we had to put her to sleep. She wouldn't have lasted long if we hadn't, and it wouldn't have been right because she had no life. It was a bad time. So I took some time away. I was wanting to bring the vlogs back, but I couldn't do it while she was sick. It wouldn't have been right. It would have felt ghoulish. And when she was gone, I didn't want to talk, basically, so we stopped doing the vlogs. So, yeah. But I'm trying to pull myself back together and get life back on track now, so let's see what we did yesterday. I'm filming this the day after what I'm talking about in the next bit because it's just been that kind of time. So let's see what we did yesterday.
I'm fixing your Texas Instruments. It's got some dry solder joints and a little bit of frayed wiring.
Yeah.
So I'm just seeing there, yeah, the ground shielding.
This will be the first time since I got it where the screen won't be green when we're done with it. It's meant to be in colour. I've not seen it in colour for years. Thank you for doing this.
And thank me if it works. Come on. It's not the neatest, but that is reconnected.
And is the ground reconnected as well?
Not yet. Thinking with the ground, I need to bridge where it snapped. So what I need to do is go and get a very short length of cable I can solder from there through to the ground.
Okay.
Will
that be safe? You made me so confident, Jen. Right, so we've got it working. It's working. Jen has managed to fix the solder joints there. Some of these wires were disconnected, so it's there. If I pick the machine up, though, so now we have a problem. All I did there was move the machine. So we've still got an issue. So the Texas Instruments, we got it kind of working. As long as it was stood on its side and we didn't touch it, we could get a full colour image on the screen. There's a dry solder joint somewhere. We've repaired the connector end of the modulator. We repaired the loose wires, in fact snapped wires in the modulator, and that got us a good signal, providing the Texas Instruments itself was stood on its side. So at some point, we're going to have to open that up and take a look at what's happened in there. We think it's a dry solder joint. We're not sure whether it's in the modulator or the Texas Instruments. So, yeah, for the moment, it's just still not working. It's just one of those annoying things. This machine was in from 1981, 1982. So, it's getting on a bit. And as a result, these things happen. Every retro machine will need repair at some point. It doesn't matter what it is, it will need to be repaired. That's part of the maintenance of preserving history. It's just how it is. So I knew this going into the retro collecting and all of that at some point we'd have to do that. So it's not something I relish having to do, but it's understandable. Anyway, what else have we got? Well, I've been working on Jen's videos. She's going really well. Her career is starting to take off on YouTube, which is fantastic to see. Well done, Jen. We've both put a lot of hard work into that, and it's finally paying off for you, which is great. Personally, I'm working on the comics and working on Game Hammer, the series, trying to put some podcasts together, basically trying to keep myself as busy as possible because I don't like being bored. And also, I kind of need the distraction right now. But anyway, that's it. That's all we've got for the moment. It's very short. I haven't got much to say to you because I don't want to just do a complete rehash of the stuff I've been doing to distract myself over the last few weeks. We'll start bringing the vlogs back now. So talk to you later. Bye.